Hey guys, Chrissy here with Flow with Chrissy. Welcome back. Wanted to come on and just do a 15 to 20 minute sequence as a great kickstart for the morning. I know a while back we did one before your feet even hit the ground, some stretches, some breath work to work on before you even get out of bed. This one is going to be a little bit more energizing to kickstart your day. So really great to get in and do this maybe, before you even head out to work, or maybe even do it in an afternoon, kind of as a nice 3 o'clock little energy boost. But again, it's just about a 15-20 minute sequence, yoga sequence that we can do to kind of help stretch our bodies, strengthen our bodies a little bit, get the blood pumping in our bodies, circulation going, and just kind of overall make our bodies happy and healthy. So we're actually going to get started in child's pose, and you can follow along. I'll give modifications for everything. But as we come into Balasana, child's pose, we sink our hips back. We allow our forehead to rest onto the mat. You can either reach your fingertips to the top of the mat, you can let them hang by your sides, or you can even bring them into a prayer position right at the nape of the neck. You're going to take about 5 breaths here, just kind of setting the tone for your practice, just breathing, settling your mind, clearing your mind, and prepping yourself for the day. So take a nice full deep inhale in through the nose, fill up. Feel the backs of the ribs expand, the front of the ribs expand, and then exhale through the nose and just kind of feel the body become heavy. Take 4 more just like that. Inhale, fill up. And exhale. Each breath that we take, try to bring a little bit more length in, maybe taking it about a 4 to 6 or 8 count inhale, holding at the top of the inhale. And then the same thing with the exhale, 4 or 6 count breath, holding it empty at the bottom of the exhale. And all the while, as you're breathing, taking the time to also scan through the bodies, just kind of recognizing where you may feel a little tight. Maybe you're injured and you have to really be mindful when you move. And just taking note of how you feel is super important. That's that deep connection that we look for, that we all strive for when we're doing our yoga. On the next inhale, let's walk our fingertips all the way over to the right, keeping the bodies down low, reaching through those opposite left fingertips a little bit more. I'm just kind of feeling a nice little side body stretch here as we draw the left hip back towards the heel. Breathe into the intercostals, into that left side body. Inhale, walk those fingertips back through center and then take them all the way over to the left. Reaching a little bit further through those right fingertips, you might feel a little cracking of the spine like I just did, and it feels really good. But just again, breathe, staying focused and committed to the breath. Next inhale, walk your fingertips back through center, lifting up onto all fours, just coming into a tabletop position. So walking the hands right under the shoulders, making sure that the knees are directly in alignment with those hips. Draw the navel to spine, so we're not dipping into the back at all. We're not overly rounding just yet. We're just kind of finding that neutral pelvis, the neutral spine. So just by gently drawing the navel in, you feel that tailbone as it's not tucking, but it's elongating. Moving through 3 cat and cows here on the in-breath, let the belly draw down. Feel the gaze as it reaches up, the tailbone lifts. As you exhale, press away from the mat, draw the chin towards the chest and feel a nice roundness of the spine. 2 more, just like that. Inhale, starting to feel the flexion of the spine, the belly draws down. Our exhale rounds through, reaching away, feeling a nice stretch through those shoulder blades. 1 more, inhale from here, maybe press the hips back slightly. And then as you exhale, maybe you press them slightly forward. Inhale, come back to your neutral spine. Let's tuck the toes, lift those hips up and back as you come into your first Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. So rooting down through the palms, let the crown of the head hang heavy. And if you want to stay still, you can just kind of certainly stay in that stillness of the pose, maybe just start to breathe. Or if you want to bring a little bit of movement in, movement brings energy in. So you can start to pedal the feet, so you can maybe nod the head yes or shake the head no. Just kind of recognizing those little subtle movements in the body that feels good to you. Maybe it's shrugging the shoulders up and then rolling down and away. But again, really feel the rooting down of the palms, especially through your pointer and thumbs. That way, if you can ground down through the palms, you feel a little lightness through the wrists. Then you start to feel that elongation as you plug the shoulders down into the shoulder girdle. As you allow the crown of the head to hang heavy, we're feeling a nice decompression through the cervical spine. Feel the length through the thoracic, and then feel the length through the tailbone as you lift up and out of the sacrum. On your next inhale, without rocking your hips at all, walk your hands back to meet your feet at the back of the mat. Bring a soft bend into the knees, especially if you have tight hamstrings or irritation in the low back. Just bring a gentle bend into the knees. Again, maybe bring a little bit of movement in. You can pedal the feet or the knees, wiggle out those hips. Sometimes keeping that soft bend and bringing my hands to a ragdoll position feels good. Again, just decompressing the spine a little bit more. So this is fantastic for that 3 o'clock time frame. If you've been sitting a lot in your office, this is a really great one. And you can just kind of gently sway from side to side. And noticing these little subtle movements, how your body feels with each little movement, with each deeper breath that you take. And then release those fingertips back down towards the floor. On the inhale, lift up, halfway lift, look out, lengthen. Maybe you kind of rock forward into the balls of the feet a little bit more. Maybe you have to keep a gentle bend into those knees. That's okay. Exhale and deepen. Our next inhale, we're going to lift up, halfway lift, walking our hands back out to our downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep that right leg up towards the sky, but keep the hips nice and square. So you want to really feel the right hip, knee, toes all kind of pointing down towards the earth. As you lift up through the heel a little bit higher, we're not opening up the hips. So this is taking that stretch more into our left hamstring. And then inhale from here, bend the knee, heel to glute. Let that knee reach up towards the sky and take a few hip mandalas here. So we're just basically rolling our thigh bone around the hip a couple times one way and a few times that opposite way. Taking it in a nice balanced manner. And then inhale, extend the leg back up. Exhale, knee to nose. Draw the knee in as you shift forward. Inhale, sweep it up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time. Inhale, sweep it up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Float the foot all the way through. Drop the back knee down and tuck the toes. Reach the arms up, coming into low Anjaneyasana. So feeling a nice forward shift, you can either reach the hands up towards the sky or sometimes just taking them to the shin, or to the thigh, and just kind of pressing away. You can either stay here, inhale here, or exhale, sunburst those elbows, lift through that heart space. Inhale, arms reach back up. Exhale, lower those hands down, tuck the back toes, lift that back leg off the floor, step that plank pose. Good, so we're gonna move through one vinyasa. Option to drop those knees down. Inhale from here, exhale, lower down, chaturanga, which we've done this before, right? Shoulders in alignment with those elbows. Inhale, roll through cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths here. Inhale, fill up. Exhale to release. One more just like that. Inhale, starting to feel the space of the body, and exhale. Inhale, reach the left leg up towards the sky now. Again, hips square first. Maybe start to flex and point that foot. Sometimes that feels really good. But again, feeling the most sensation happening through that right hamstring now. Feeling your body and kind of moving in opposite directions. So the more you root down through the palms and lift the heel, you feel your body in those opposite directions. Good, then bend the knee, heel to glute, lift the knee up towards the sky, try to keep the shoulders square, and then circle out that left thigh. So mandala just means kind of circle, moving around, a few times one way, and a few times the other. Inhale when you're ready, extend back out. Exhale, knee to nose. Shift it all the way forward, really root down, press away from the earth. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Float the foot through. Making sure when the foot comes all the way through that the ankle is directly under the knee. You don't want to be pulling it forward, too much pressure on the knee. Drop the back knee down and tuck the toes. Reach those arms up. Feel a forward shift, so you're feeling the stretch through now that back thigh and hip flexor. Inhale here at the top, root down through the big left toe. Exhale, sunburst those elbows. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, lower those hands down, step it back, plank pose. Lift the back knee, root down, and step back. Inhale, shift forward, option to drop the knees down. Exhale, lower down, one chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift through those heels and just kind of tippy toe your way all the way up to the top of the mat. Again, keeping the bend into the knees if you need to. Once you arrive, inhale, lift up, halfway lift. Shift the weight forward. Exhale and deepen. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Come all the way up. Bring those arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. So we're just going to move through 3 sun salutes. Inhale, arms reach. And exhale, lead with that heart. Come all the way back down. Inhale, look out, lengthen. Exhale and deepen. Inhale, look out, lengthen. On the exhale, step back, plank pose. Lower down, one chaturanga, option to drop the knees. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again, lift through those heels, tippy toe your way all the way up to the top of the mat. Take your time to get there, right? The transitions are just as important as those poses themselves. Inhale, look out, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Come all the way up and lead with that heart. Maybe offer it at the top. Exhale, swan or bow, right back down. Inhale, look out, lengthen. This time, let's add a little chair pose. Tiptoe those feet together so your ankles to touch. On the exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Okay, so the weight in chair is pressing back into the heels. My navel's drawing to spine, so I feel my tailbone kind of reaching down towards the earth. But all the while, my heart is staying lifted. Sit down a little bit deeper, maybe even flex those toes. Inhale here. Exhale, fold it forward, let it go. Inhale, look out, lengthen. Exhale, plant the palms, step back or float to chaturanga. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg sweeps. Exhale, warrior one. So draw the foot all the way through. Spiral the back heel down, root down to rise. So root down through the feet to use the core to lift. Shoulder, left shoulder is pulling forward. My navel is drawing in. So again, I'm feeling a little bit of strength and openness happening through that opposite thigh as well. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the hands down, step it back, plank pose, take a vinyasa. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg sweeps. Exhale, knee to nose, step it all the way through. Feel the left leg draw down, back right heel spiral down and lift. Deep bend into that front knee, slight tuck of the tailbone or rooting down of the tailbone, I should say. Drawing the front ribs to meet towards the hips. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the hands down, step it back, plank pose. Lower down, chaturanga on the exhale. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Finishing where we started, just dropping back down to our child's pose. Sinking the hips back. Bowing back inward, maybe reaching the fingertips forward, or again, just kind of letting them stay by your sides. Taking about 5 breaths here. Starting to slow the heart rate back down. Taking a moment, maybe coming back to your intention, kind of really allowing that to help you start your day. Right? So we physically started our body for the day, but now what can you do to mentally prepare yourselves for the day, for everything that's going to come? Inhale, when you're ready, sit up. Reach the arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, draw it into heart center. Thank you all so much for joining me. Enjoy this sequence, and let me know if you have any questions, suggestions, comments. Please reach out to me. Namaste. One love.